One night, I got 11 cakes. 11. And I took them home because I was local. And that's a fight no one has ever had at 3 o'clock in the morning. No one. Because you don't just walk into the house with 11 cakes. You make some noise, you know, freaking. And I walk in with the last 2 cakes and my girlfriend's in the kitchen. What the hell is this? I'm trying to be cute. It's a bakery. Where did you get this cake? The people at the show brought it, baby. Are you gonna eat all of it? Well, eventually. I'm not gonna do it in one hit, you know, freaking 2 days later. Clear. How do you know someone isn't trying to poison you? I'm like, with cake? Are you serious? What is it like? You live by the cake, you die by the cake, you know? No. So we're going back and forth arguing at 3 o'clock in the morning. We wake up our kid. And here he comes into the kitchen. What's going on? You guys are making... Where did the cake come from? The people at the show brought it. Tell them I said thank you. I'll tell them you said thank you. How come they give you cake? Because 10 years ago, I did a joke where I said I love chocolate cake, and now people give me cake. You should say you love Transformers. I'll start doing it. So we're going back and forth. My girl's like, put him to bed. I go, you got to go to sleep, Frankie. And he's like, You want some cake? Yeah. So I grabbed one of the 11 cakes that someone brought. It was like a little one, little Walmart one with the plastic cover and the sticker and the seal. So I knew it was cool. So it was a little cake, and I handed it to him. I go, here. He goes, a piece? I go, no, dude, it's a little cake. You could have the whole thing. And the look that came over his face was like he got a gift from God. I said, here, and he's like, oh, take it to your room. No mané padre. Next morning, I go to take him to school. He's in the bathroom crying, right? You okay? My stomach. Too much cake? Yeah. Was it good? Hell yeah. I'll meet you in the car. 15 minutes later, he comes out to the car. He's all sweaty. And get in the car. And 45 minutes late to school. Usually when I drop him off, it's like on the side of the school, 10 minutes early or right on the dot. It's nice. They set up cones. There's a supervisor to make sure your kid gets out of the car okay. But when you're late, there's nobody there. So I figured, why leave him on the side of the school? I'll just drop him off in front. You're not supposed to do that. I didn't know, and I didn't really care. We're late. Go. Okay, bro, I'm not so... Just go. So he cracks the door, and from out of nowhere, here comes the principal. And I know that's who it is, because he's losing it. It's the principal, it's the principal, it's the principal. I'm like, dude, relax. I'm 32. I don't give a damn. Here comes the principal.
Sir, this is not the designated drop-off area. Please take your child to the other side of the school. You cannot leave him here.
I was like, watch this.
Señora, no sé lo que está diciendo. Está dejando a mi hijo aquí. Aquí va en la escuela. Su mamá no se levantó. Yo no sé.
That's how you do it, homeboy. That's how you do it. That principal was amazing because she was like,
Usted no puede dejar su hijo aquí. Saca la vuelta a la otro lado de la escuela. Allá sí, aquí no. Allá sí, aquí no. Yo no soy pendeja.
The power of language. Language is the most important method of communication in our culture, the tool we use to empower our desires. Language has immense power, and its impact depends entirely on how we wield it. If we realize the potential that language has to create and transform our lives, we could pay a great deal more attention to our utterances. Words manipulate people into becoming tools others can use. Invisible, contrived, with purpose to change another's thoughts, beliefs, and actions. The words virtually force one to agree with the manipulator's point of view. Give them what they want, do what they ask, and buy what they are selling. Their words are so reasonable, so logical and believable that one's response is almost automatic. Why exactly are words so powerful? The words are hooks. Their enormous power lies in what the words mean to the person who hears them. They trigger concepts, ideas, memories, situations, circumstances, actions, thoughts, and feelings from one's subconscious mind into corresponding emotional responses toward the subject at hand. Consequently, the decisions based on them are not based on truth, common sense, logic, legality, one's best interest, or right and wrong. Whether or not we realize it, we are constantly using language to evolve our ideas and beliefs into concrete reality. So much of the way we present our ideas has to do with what we expect in return. As we see in the video, Gabriel is accomplished his objective of entertain people and make them laugh, because with his story make people feel identified with their own stories. The way he uses to say those things causes that funny reaction on the people. Also, if we talk about Gabriel's story, when he tried to trick the principal by using Spanish, he thought that using that tone of voice and Spanish, his fail would be justified, but he didn't thought that maybe it wouldn't be funny for her. People must think and analyze before say something how the person who will receive the message may react. Using language to manipulate is costly in terms of energy. Using direct and honest language frees up that energy to be more playful and present with those you like. Practice asking for what you need in a more direct manner. You may be surprised at the level of fun and enthusiasm that returns to you.
An euphemism is a phrase or may a word or words used to avoid other words or phrases that can be considered offensive or rude. We use euphemisms all the time in our daily lives, and this just with the objective of having a good relation with everybody and to avoid discussions because of saying the thing in a rude way. Or as the reading on linguistics says, an euphemism it is used to avoid mentioning certain matters directly and that we may have some words we know but never or hardly ever use because they are too emotional for either us or others. On the video showed for this project, the first euphemism that we could find is it's it's a bakery. And Gabriel used it to avoiding saying the whole story about the cakes to his girlfriend. Then goes on with Gabriel's story We also could notice a phrase said by the little boy, Gabriel's son. He says, "You should say you love Transformers." And the little boy has a real notion of what an euphemism is, because instead of saying tell them they should send me some Transformers toys, he decided to use a covert and sarcastic way to express it with other words. Later on the video, Gabriel uses this phrase, "too much cake," instead of directly saying, "Are you sick?" or "Do you have diarrhea?" And we can conclude that the reason of using this is because he may consider these phrases too direct to his little son, and he preferred to use what he said. The last phrase that we found in the video is the one that Gabriel says to his son when they arrived to school and the little boy was scared of the principal. Gabriel said, "I'm like, dude, relax, I'm 32. This euphemism was used to make the boy confident about the situation, and Gabriel, instead of just saying, "I have control of the situation," he decided to use his age to convince his son about it without saying it. As we saw in the video, we are always using euphemisms with our family, friends, co-workers, with everybody. And we are so used to them that we never have a doubt about what the other people are trying to say when they use them.